Flipkart culture is all about ownership, customer centricity and inclusion. The Flipkart culture of ownership is very unique. It spreads across length and breadth of the company. If I talk about supply chain is an intense operation. We have 2 lakh plus people work across every node. The culture of ownership starts with every last person focusing on customer as the first priority in his day-to-day life, whether we serve to Himalayas, to a plain, to a kind of areas which are very, very difficult territory. Very different nuances with natural calamities. Singular focus people drive is customer ownership. It starts with 3 things when we talk about ownership culture at Flipkart. It talks about clear empowerment. People are empowered to take the right decision in their jobs. Second, it talks about clear accountability. It defines who's owning that task and what is important. And that's the piece we drive ownership for every person in the Flipkart. Supply chain or just for every business operation, inclusion is the first and the most important value Flipkart encourages. We want to have a clear representation in our workforce as our customers from different ethnicity, different background, different experiences. That makes what Flipkart is. We are solving for India. It's important to have a right representation. That's the first aspect of inclusion for us. When you talk about inclusion, it has different facets and gender is one of the facets. It was important for us to have equal participation of women in this economic activities. In last 2 years, the women participation has improved by 64% in our supply chain activities. And it starts with building that right culture, right advocacy. Just to give you an example, what I mean by advocacy, few of our facilities are 100% run by women. It is a symbolic intervention which makes all of us believe, it makes everybody participate in that. Just to give an example, Guwahati, Coimbatore, all the grocery fulfillment center are 100% run by women, operated by women. So those are the symbolic measure and advocacy we encourage. We structurally prepare our infrastructure to drive that it's conducive for women to work. If we talk about, we have crèche in our facilities, we provide picking and drop services, the bus services. So it's about building that culture wherein we really give that autonomy and participation for women. See, supply chain always has been looked as male dominated, very, very intense, hard work kind of a area. With time, with technology advancement, things have dramatically changed. Some of our facilities are fully automated. They run on a cross-belt sorters. There are a lot of automated AGVs to handle material. The supply chain definition with time has dramatically changed. So it's the time wherein, whether it is people with disability, women, veterans, we have a place in supply chain for everybody. Supply chain is by far one of the largest employer in this country, and as the jobs are evolving, as e-commerce is expanding, today it's 5-7% penetrated. It's the sector which is sunrise sector, and you will find plenty of opportunity. And as I talked about, our customer base should reflect in our employee base. Supply chain continues to be a key backbone for retail chain, and we have plenty of opportunity because it was never been looked as place where women can work. Now it's proud to say many of our facility, all the 3 shifts including night shift, we have fair contribution of women working in the workforce. Customer centricity is our core value. It is at heart of everything we do. For example, when we talk about fashion, returns are important because when you are talking about online commerce, you need to have easy returns for customer if there is size fit issue. If you talk about some of the very high value purchases, customer needs assurance. So we have really a trust marker in the form of open box delivery. We show the product. If it is having any deviation with customer expectation, we take that product back. So if you look at the innovation like cash on delivery, when you talk about tier 2, tier 3, that's what Flipkart is known for. And this starts with everyone in the supply chain, everyone in the contact center, every employee, every person in product tech organization, every initiative. What we ask first question, what it will add value to a customer, how it will make customer life different. That's the first question. If it is creating value for a customer, if it is simplifying, if it is delighting customer, that's the first capability we encourage. If you talk about just the last mile, last mile workforce, that's a singular workforce which connects with the customer. We call them wish master. That kind of articulates how important it is to fulfill every Indian's dream. Okay, so every small element we encourage the customer centricity. If you talk about every new joinee, we want them to go through a customer journey. We have modules wherein they'll have to spend 4 hours listening to the customer call. They have to do minimum KYC to understand what are the customers are looking for. And just to tell you, customer needs are evolving. Okay, and Flipkart strongly believes that we have to be very, very close to the customer. As a leadership, every quarter we do a customer immersion. We go to a particular geography. We spend time to understand what are the Gen Zs, millennials, or even housewives, or all other cohort looking for a customer delight, and that's important. I'll just give you one more example. As things are fast evolving, convenience is evolving, Gen Z, millennials, expectations are changing. They expect that I want every product same day. Today, if you talk about 5 lakh plus product, we can deliver same day if you order by 1 p.m. So I think those are the innovations. We've launched it across even tier 2 cities in very recent time, and that's what keeps us continuing the innovation for customer. And that's the way we start every conversation, whether it is new innovation, new product, new supply chain construct. It has to keep first customer in mind, and then it comes to a business, and then it comes to all other performance metrics. One of the example what we really encourage in the organization is to look at perfect experience. So what it means, if you promise something to a customer, whether a particular product quality, particular product specification, particular timeliness of delivery, all are sacrosanct, and we measure perfect experience for our organization, for our customer, and we keep that as a kind of L0 matrix for the organization. Very interesting perspective. I'll just share you 2-3 thoughts when it comes to building high performance team and high performance culture. In Flipkart, what we believe is done is far, far better than perfect. What we need to do is we as a team come together, hustle, think about the innovation, think about a moonshot, experiment, do a MVP, and go for a launch. We just ensure that we follow a right customer guardrail, experiment it, try to rework, try to scale up, and that's the way we keep driving that flywheel of moonshot. So that's the first thing for me. When we are talking about every project, every transformation, we ask people to think audaciously. We want them to think big. So in that thinking big, what we encourage people is your aspiration has to be far, far stronger than your resources. So you have to be very ambitious when you start project. You have to think about unconstrained mind to really fuel the growth for the organization, and those are differentiated value Flipkart really encourages all the employees to practice. And more importantly, we are not looking at one particular skill set. We want to maximize every individual's potential. So our employee value proposition is maximize your potential. Yeah, Flipkart encourages all of us, all the employees, to think big. That's what is the DNA. We talk about 10x, we talk about 5x scale, and there it is bound to happen that out of 10 ideas, 9 will fail. But what is important is to have that one idea we will succeed. So it's a culture of fail fast, learn fast, and keep moving on, trying, experimenting, and really thinking unconstrained when you're talking about every experiment. One of the important mindset we try and cultivate in our employees is to have abundance mindset. They have everything what they need. There'll be all the support to do it. It is just about experimenting that, trying it out, coming together, that hustle, going in the field, trying, experimenting and creating that next big disruption.